What's up, YouTube? First time doing this way. My mom let me borrow her camera. Sorry, my hair is a little proper. I need a haircut, but did a good job today. Went to 2 stores and got some good stuff. So I'll do the first store I went to. Went to Big Lots today, and since I plan to do some more quote-unquote cracking, I noticed some things. Some of you die-cast makers out there, if you're watching this, don't get me wrong, I love your packaging and everything, but sometimes you're going to need some plastic. You make and you case it in a lot of plastic. So this tool of the professionals, I've seen. Who have I seen? Oh, what is his name? Come on, it'll come to me. Wheels and things, yeah. I've seen you use a utility knife to do some of your cracking videos. I saw Diecastic1 use a knife to crack his video, to do cracking videos. So, it's pretty cool. And if you subscribe to Big's Chop Shop, this is basically where I got the same idea. I don't think I'm going to do it exactly like him, but, you know, he had a good idea here. So, let's see. Well, so, Big Lots, got a utility knife. And then, let's put that right here for the time being. Went to another store. You know, I've had good luck at this store, but I can tell they're not. No stores around where no stores where I live really get a good stock of anything. I'm not very close to a Walmart, so I go to Target and I get some stuff there, just nothing new. Like, I'm looking for a DeLorean, and I'm looking for an Auto World Cadillac and a M2 Cadillac. Now, my Walmart has M2, they just never have the cars that I'm looking for. They've got some other good stuff that I found that, you know, I was like, yeah, I'll pick that up. But, yeah. And, what's the other one I go to that I have good luck at? Oh, Kmart. Went to Kmart today and, you know, got a few things, and I'll start showing you that. But I got a little bit of a story to tell with that, too. I get points, but, that's not the story I want to tell you. The story I want to tell you is, I've got a grandfather. He's 90 years old. I live with him. He's cool, you know. He's car inclined. He went to mechanic school on the GI Bill, which is cool. And, you know, he's said something that I've always kept in mind. You know, if they made cars like they used to, with the engines they have now, people would like it. And, you know, I had my whole little stack of cars out that I showed you, and that, you know, he saw, and I have the stack of cars that I'm going to show you. He said one thing, and he pulled it out, and, you know, this is funny. He didn't really read the bottom, but you can't really see the bottom, but there you go. He said, you know, if they started making them look like this. So I guess he thought it was the 70s Dodge Challenger. It's the '08 Dodge Challenger SRT10. He said, you know, if they started making them like that, kids would love them, you know? Because he's a big fan of the 1965, you know, 60s Mustangs. And he's like, you know, those are good cars. Those are something that people love, you know? I'm like, you know, that's a great idea. And I said that a long time before I really started talking to my grandfather. So that's one that I picked up today, and he really liked it. But the one I picked out that I thought he would like, you know, I bought them, and from my previous videos you've seen that, you know, I do a layout, and that's mostly where I display my cars. I'm not really a quote-unquote collector, so this is what I thought he would like. The 3-window Ford. The 35 3-window Ford. Well, he's like, nah, I don't really like that. And he pointed to the engine, and he's like, I don't really like the exposed engine and everything. And, you know, he also said, I don't really like the chop top look. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess you proved me wrong. I guess I don't know you as well as I should. So, I mean, that was a bit of a learning experience, but hey, that's cool. Next, I got a car that, I just got it because it keeps following me around. And, I'm like, okay, if I see this car again, I'll have to pick it up. Another car that keeps seeming to, find me is the Lincoln Continental. And who knows? I may pick it up, I may not. I'm thinking about it. I was looking at some Johnny Lightning castings, and, I kind of like them because of how much detail's there, but I also got another project in the works for some of my cars that you guys will probably see. You've already seen my bad VW Custom, and some people have been giving me some positive feedback. Stick with it or watch Pooch Man. He's basically, a good person to look at for customization. So I will. He's a good guy. I mean, that's what inspired me to start doing some of the customs. So that's the car that's been following me. Wheels and Things. I know on your channel you're, customizing one of these, and it's part of your Hot Wheels customization. But, I kind of like it. I like the black and yellow racing inspired look, even though it's a station wagon. It's a 70 Chevelle SS wagon. I never thought they'd do it. I never thought, they made super sports and wagons, but pretty cool looking casting to me. I mean, the black, the yellow, and the gold rims, and even the grill, man. Just that grill, shoot. And another car that I've seen, but I've never, on videos, but I've never seen in person. And, I like this car because it has the same body style. I've been looking for, it looks like the good old Delta 88, but it's actually a Monte Carlo. And I also like the Grand National. They kind of have the same shape and everything, but I'd also like to get a Grand National too, if I find one. And, who knows, maybe I'll find a Grand National, maybe I won't. I'm trying to find, Wheels and Things had a 1/64 scale Racing Champs, and that looked really cool, really well detailed. I'm not really a collector. I display them in layouts, and I'm looking for as much detail as I can get. I've got some M2 stuff, some Jadas. I've gone to my local farmers market and flea market, and that's where I've seemed to find some good stuff. But I'm trying to find stuff I can crack, because I love to crack cars. I love to open up cars. So yeah, that's basically that. That's the Monte Carlo, the '86 Monte Carlo, the full Monte, as I'll know it as. But yeah. And then another car, this is a double for me, but, one to display and one to crack. I want to give you the full effect. Yeah, one to display, one to crack. This will probably be the display, depending on how good the box is. A little bit of rough edge on the corner here, but, that's also another reason why I bought the knife. Originally, I was going to just have the car displayed and just carefully cut this out. But, now that I have one to display, I'm not really caring on how well I crack it. So, that's always cool. And the reason I picked up the Miami Vice car, I'm not a big... I gotta get every case, I gotta get every set now. Ray Screws is another guy that I subscribe to. He's like, have focus, and basically my focus is I want cars that I like, cars that you would see in real life. I have skipped over a lot of cars that I just, like a lot of the import cars. I'm not a big import man, and I'm looking for donks, but I'm not really a big donk person. I don't think I'd own one. I'm a lowrider guy, just like Biggs. With Big's Chop Shop. And, I think cars are cool, was 16 and found out, I was living the dream like everybody else, just dreaming that, one day I'd get my license. And, well, that day hasn't come yet. So after watching Race Grooves and seeing him have so much fun and, working on cars with my brother and my uncle and my grandfather, I always thought, maybe I should go work on something that, I can mess around with, something that I can get some enjoyment. So that's how I kind of, started collecting. Well, collecting, but, so that's when I started doing customization. You've seen my Volkswagen Golf video. If you haven't, I'll set up a link to it on my channel. That's basically it. I mean, those are the cars. I couldn't get my license because I'm visually impaired. My glasses are pretty thick, and that's why I'm looking every which way, and my eyes seem kind of, halfway shut. But, hey, and it was hard for me for a few years, and I just couldn't get used to it. And then I started doing an HO scale train layout, and, not a lot of my visually impaired friends know what HO scale or scale trains is, and I thought, hey, this is cool, let me do it. So that's pretty much about that. That's my haul from Target. I did see a few things Matchbox related at Big Lots, but I'm not really getting anything around here. So that's pretty much it. You've seen my cars that I've got today. Those will make it onto the layout soon. Still doing some stuff with the layout. I do have a reason for why I bought the Dodge Challenger. The little car dealer that you guys see, I want to light that up, and then I want to make it a Dodge dealer. The little car dealer up in the front of my layout. If you're like, but you have two car dealers. What are you trying to do? Yeah, that's basically what I want to do. I want to have a Dodge dealer, and I'm also looking for 1995 Dodge Ram pickup, like a Dodge Ram 1500. My dad had one of those trucks, and it was he bought it fresh off the lot, so it was cool. I always thought it was cool. The truck looked big, but that's when I was younger. So yeah, if I can find one, I'd really like to get one. If you guys are just like, hey, you seem cool, I want to send you some stuff. Or if you want to do trades, I'll do my best to get you what I can find. I'm not willing to trade what I have right now, but I can always check my local stores and see what you guys have, see what we have, and I'll try to get whatever's there. I would like to do some trades, and I'd give you some name recognition if you want to trade here. Basically, just private message me on YouTube. I finally figured out how to do that, and I'll get back to you. I'm pretty good with YouTube. I keep up on that more than Facebook or even my email or cell phone calls. So yeah, and if I don't respond, don't think I'm blowing you off. It's just I'm going back to college February 10th. So I'm a freshman and homework and stuff. So it's my second semester, and I'll also be taking a winter semester. But yeah. So this was basically a new type of video for me, just playing around with the camera. It's probably the second time you guys are seeing my face if you've seen my other video, Man Behind the Voice. I do look a little bit different from that video. I've lost some weight, about, I'd say 15 pounds. I put it back on again, but yeah, so that's pretty much that. Comment, rate, subscribe. I really enjoy reading your guys' comments, and I get emails through the whole YouTube with Google connection now. So, all right, guys, see you around.